Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the...
There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field, and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Florida Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Gets it to him on the screen. Still running up the 40. Now well within striking distances. That third down play gets him a first at the 29. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now second and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Glover. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. A strike downfield. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on fourth down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The hand to the running back. Quick spin on the run.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Sends it back in motion. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting a tackle for this.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the air, it's Shapen. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play
been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got it. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Trying to bail in. Touchdown, Gator! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Shapen. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Runs through a tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll do it himself. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Mosley. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick up,
headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. To the air, it's Chapin. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up.
Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Gator. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. The sure hands, it's Glover. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's caught. It's Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now from inside the red zone. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The One thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or then just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Unleashes one. Fires it incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It is good! And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string together
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, against the 18th ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Gators will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the football first here. Now, last season, remember, Georgia was expected to dominate, and Florida really played well. DJ Lagway, the quarterback, gets out injured, but still, this was tied with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Boy, when Lagway went down, it was just such a difference in that game, but it was competitive. Remember, Florida had some mistakes. They had a chance for the go-ahead field goal, a bad snap. Just wasn't a clean game in the end.
Here he goes. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Stockton. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He fights up a defender. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So a field goal attempt coming up now. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. Offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
The sure hands. It's Clark. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll try a pass here. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Nothing on first down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Tight end makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. Past the 10. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And second down and goal now for this offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. 1 second to go. They hand it to him again. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense. Held to a field goal their first drive. Now it's 3rd and goal. They settle for 3 again. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner decides to fair catch this. The border battle goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Dogs-Gators tussle-push been interesting. One side's had the upper hand, the other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game. Every single year down in Jacksonville, the tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene, the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Toss play, running right. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He escapes the pocket. Oh, and nearly an interception by the big fella. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Incomplete. And the Gators will have to kick it away. And that's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Will throw it off the one-pass option. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Last drive stalled as they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, a sense that they want a little bit more on that play.
The completion sets up a second down play. Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Lagway. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Running back has it on the screen now. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The Gators will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
You got it. The field goal's good. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going. Here he goes. And that will pick up the first down. Spotted at 38.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kurt. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's caught. It's ball. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down. Just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. Timeout is called a duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. Here's the punt, high in the air. Coverage seeker brings down the return. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Moves out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's swarmed by the defense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. There's contact on the throw. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Gators.
You
this, people, they're still trying to get into their seats from halftime, and here's the first play of the third quarter, and boom, we've already got points on the scoreboard with an electric kickoff return.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And their first play of the drive now from the 25. Gets it out quickly to the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. He's in the clear. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. On the run, it's Clark. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the tailback's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
We'll try to run it with the option. Breaks free. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 fourth down attempts. Dropping back, it's Lagway. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete and second down now. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So now it's third and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Cannot make contact with a kicker like that. Costly special teams penalty gets the offense back on the field. Instead of giving up a field goal, that roughing call brings the offense back out to extend the drive into the red zone. It'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him?
The pass rush gets home. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Here comes a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Handoff with a single back. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Breaks into the clear. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The Gators' offense is on the move now. To throw, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Chewing clock with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, we've seen backs have bad days before, but this is about as bad as it gets. This guy can't get positive yards. It's a combination of not using his vision, the offensive line not opening up any holes, and this offense as a whole is struggling, and that's why they're losing this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Florida offense retakes the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially.
And here he goes. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull.
Who's in the clear? And you're head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time it's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Running back grabs it on the screen. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. 4th down, looking to throw for it. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Encroachment defense.
So early. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.